All right, Shalom. This is Gamali Allah out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. Want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to Allah. I'm now pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right. It's going to be a quick lesson, and it's going to be centered around selflessness, okay? Now, selflessness is basically, being concerned with others more than yourself, okay? Putting others before yourself, all right? And that's a very key trait to exemplify in this truth, man, and now this isn't talking about, putting everybody, the whole world. It's talking about, the brothers, the Akim. Yahawashi said, who are my brother and who are my who are my mother and who are my brother? Those that do the will, okay? So, hey, we gotta, be selfless, man. Not always, put yourself first in every situation, because selfishness, being self-centered is really pride. You always always gotta think about yourself, before anything, instead of, helping others, man. We have to, be like Yahawashi. Yahawashi was a man who was the most selfless person ever. Okay, for him to lay down his life for the elect's sake, that was a selfless act. Okay, all right. Even when he told the man on the cross, all right, he said, or no, not the man on the cross, but basically, he said he could have, leagues of angels come down to deliver him. All right, but the reason why is because he knew he had to fulfill the prophecy. He knew he had to go through what he had to go through. All right. And he did it for the elect's sake. And that, like I said, that was selfless, man. And we have to be that same way. Okay. Putting others, other men of the Lord before ourselves, This is Philippians 2:1. If there be therefore any consolation in Hamashiach, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Yeah, so basically, everyone has to be on the same accord. Everyone has to be connected in the same truth and the same doctrine and the same behavior. Okay? Because just like that saying, there's no I in team, So if you're always about I, me, this, then that's selfish, man. You're not being selfless. You're not considering the body. You're not considering those that need help. Okay? And even us being in the truth and doing what we're doing, that's a selfless act. Okay? We're out on the highways and byways, number one, doing it for Yahawashi, okay? Which that's also selfless, okay? But, we're out there to wake up the elect, all right? But you got a lot of people, the reason why people don't go out is because of, they have some reason, for themselves. I can't, an excuse. An excuse is always the precursor to selfishness. Okay. And any excuse that someone comes with is always, it's always from being selfish. Okay. Putting yourself first. All right. We have to always consider those that are around us and those that need us. It says, verse 3, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Yeah, so if you believe you have men of the Lord around you, then you should esteem men more than yourself. Okay, you can't big up yourself. You can't, just try to always put yourself before others, man. Don't esteem yourself. esteem the men around you, the ones that are doing the work as well. Because if you love YAHAWASHI, then you'll love them because they're doing the work of YAHAWASHI. Okay? All right? Because if you look at yourself like you're the shit in your own eyes and everything is just about you, then that's not the spirit of the Lord. Okay? It says, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Yeah, so mind the things of others, okay? Look not on your own things. You know, like I said, men will always, some men will always be like me, and, just look at their own things. But what about the body? What about, what about any people other than yourself? Okay. Now let's get Matthew. This is Matthew 23, verse 11. It says, but he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. Okay. It says, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Yeah, so plain and simple. Okay, he that is greatest among you, let him be, he shall be your servant. Yeah, so YAHAWASHI was a perfect example of that. All right, he served. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's get that, because we have examples of YAHAWASHI, putting everyone before himself. Well, the elect, I'll say. It says, this is Matthew 26 and 55. And in that same hour said YAHAWASHI to the multitudes, are ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves for to take me? I sat daily with you, teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me. Yeah, so YAHAWASHI sat daily in the temple, teaching. That is selfless, man. You are there daily to teach others, to be other servants. All right, and YAHAWASHI was the greatest, was he not? All right, but it says the greatest among you shall be your servant, and YAHAWASHI served. Okay, and that's the most humble thing that you can do, is you being as a high stature, you serve the people. Okay, like Ezekiel 37, where it goes into warning the people. Okay, part of our job is to serve and warn. Really, our main job is to serve and to warn the people. By warning the people, we're serving them. Okay, and it says, if you don't warn the people, then the blood is on your own hands. Okay, and if you don't warn your people, that's a real selfish spirit, because what you're basically saying is you're more important. You and your business and whatever you have going on is more important than the men of the Lord waking up. Okay, it's more important than YAHAWASHI. Your life and everything you got going on is more important. And that's self-centered. Okay, that's a self-centered mind frame. Okay, now let's get what was it? Salakia. Believe it was I want to say it was in Luke. Bear with me one moment. Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, this is John 21. I'll start at 15. So when they had dined, YAHAWASHI said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, Yeah. Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs. He saith unto him the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. He saith unto him the third time. It says, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Thou knowest all things, that thou knowest that I love thee. YAHAWASHI saith unto him, Feed my sheep. Yeah, so as a shepherd, okay, a shepherd doesn't think about, his own business and all these other things. A shepherd, his job is to tend to the sheep, okay, to tend to the lambs, okay, not himself. And a shepherd just can't say, oh, I gotta take off, I gotta go handle some business, I gotta go do something. Otherwise that's a bad shepherd. A shepherd who is always concerned about himself, okay. A shepherd has to be selfless, okay, and to feed the sheep, okay, not to always put himself and his business first, okay. And now, of course, I mean, there's a balance, of course, because I'm not saying neglect yourself. You definitely want to take care of yourself, and you can even pamper yourself sometimes, but everything has a spirit behind it. So like I said, if you're constantly putting your business first and yourself, and not helping and providing to the body, then that's an issue, okay. And we have to always provide to the body, all right, because that's what's most important, okay, is the elect waking up. Forget us, forget ourselves. We have to focus on the bigger picture, which is it's beyond us, okay. This is not this whole thing isn't about us, okay. That's the whole gist of this lesson. It's about bigger things than us. We got bigger fish to fry. We want to rule the world, okay. If you want to rule the world, you got to deal with the people. You got to rule. You got to rule over the people, okay. You got to serve the people. A great ruler, the scriptures say, Sirach 10, it says, like as the ruler, so is the people, okay. So a great ruler is going to be a good servant, and in return, all these other people are going to be good servants. The same way YAHAWASHI was the greatest servant, we become great servants because we follow him, okay. We follow his example. We follow his teaching. The best way to lead is by example. And YAHAWASHI was the greatest example of being selfless and teaching others and healing, okay. All these things, all these attributes that we want to take on. All right, so Lord, when you were edified, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders